Hello guys, this is Silva here again. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys another scalping strategy that you can use to milk the market on daily basis. Alright, so without wasting much of our time, I will just go ahead and start explaining how the strategy work and how to set it up. Okay, now first of all, you want to observe the indicator window before taking an entry. Alright, now you can see that we have two indicator windows. Alright, we have the window 1 and the window 2. Right now this window 2 is here to help us detect when price has gotten to the overbought level. All right, and this indicator window 1 here is also furthermore to help us confirm the level, if the level is strong or not. All right, now once you see that the red and purple line has gotten to the 85 level, you know that price has gotten to a strong resistance zone in the market. All right, now take note, this is 1000 and this is the 1 minute time frame. Right, we use this strategy to take entry on the 1 minute time frame, but however we want to go to the higher time frame, like let's say the 1 hour time frame, to do our analysis, right, in order to be in line with the direction of the trend. All right, now once you have done your analysis, you come back to the 1 minute time frame and then you look for your entry. All right, and we are not to hold trades for long, we just pick 5 candles and we exit. Okay, now once you have confirmed that price is at the overbought level here on the indicator window 1, we want to look for certain condition. All right, which is, first of all, you are going to wait for the purple line to cross below the red line here. All right, once you have seen that you have gotten to the overbought level, you wait for the purple line to cross, and secondly, you want to see that the red, initially when it will get to the overbought level, is going to be color green. All right, so immediately it start changing to color red, that's when you go in for your sell. All right, then thirdly, you want to make sure that the fractal here has appeared on top the candlestick, all right, on top the spike that happened. So once there is a few candlestick to the downside, the fractal is going to also come on top that spike. All right, now this is also a signal for a sell. All right, this is also one of the factors you consider before taking an entry. All right, so you want to see the fractal, you want to see the cross of the purple line below the red line, and you want to see that the red line is also changing to green. All right, all these factors in the market give you the sell condition for you to take your sell. All right, so once all these conditions have been met, then you take your sell immediately and you hold for 5 candles. All right, but the most important one is going to be the changing of the green line, all right, to red. All right, so once it start changing to red, all right, immediately you see that it has changed to red, that's when you go in for your sell immediately, and then you hold for 5 candles, then you exit. Right, so that's how you trade with this strategy. You will do the opposite of that on crash. All right, on crash we want to be looking for buy entry. All right, the same condition, but we are only going to be buying on crash. All right, so that's how you trade with this strategy. Okay, so without wasting much of our time, I will quickly share with you the indicator setup for this, and then I want you guys to back test the strategy yourself. Make sure you demo trade it for like a month or two to confirm if the strategy is working for you or not. Okay, so before I share with you guys the setup, I want to remind you guys that the door to my VIP channel is still open. All right, so for those of you who want to join, the door is still widely open. All right, so make sure you grab this opportunity and change your life for good. All right, so if you want to join, you check the description of this video, you are going to see my WhatsApp link there. All right, do make sure to join. And for those of you watching from TikTok, you can check my profile bio. All right, the link to my Telegram is there. All right, now what we do in the VIP community is that I share free signals on daily basis, and you get trading tips, all right, that will help you become profitable. All right, there are things that you are missing out. All right, you have learned, like maybe you are someone that you understand all the basics about forex trading, but you are still finding it difficult to become profitable. All those things are being shared in the VIP. All right, so make sure you are not missing out. Make sure you join and change your life for good. Okay, so that's that about that. All right, so for the setting for this strategy, you are clicking on this F icon. After clicking on that, you search for the fractals, which is our first indicator here. All right, so you click on the main window plus icon, you search for your fractal. These are the properties for the fractal. All right, you can just use the default setting, or you set it the same as mine. All right, so after that you click on done. Nextly, we have the MACD. All right, so you click on the main window plus icon, you search for your MACD. All right, so these are the properties for the MACD. The fast EMA is 12, slow EMA is 25, MACD SMA is 5, the apply to is close. The level you leave it as it is, time frame is all time frame. Under the style, the main, you make it the color of your background. As you can see, I'm using a white background. The pixel is 1. The signal, you have to make it color red, 3 pixel, then you click on done. Alright, nextly we have the moving average. Alright, the moving average, you are going to be clicking on the indicator in the 1 plus icon here. You search for your moving average. These are the properties for it. The period is 1, shift is 0, method is exponential, apply to its previous indicators data. The level you leave it as it is, time frame is all time frame. The style, you make the color purple, 3 pixel, you click on done. Alright, then nextly we have the relative strength index. Alright, so you click on the indicator in the 1 plus icon, you search for relative strength index. The period is 1, apply to its close. The level, you make it 15 and 85, the color is red, 4 pixel, you click on done. Time frame is all time frame. The style, you make the color white, 1 pixel, and you click on done. Alright, next we have the awesome oscillator. Alright, so you click on the indicator in the 1 again, you search for awesome oscillator. So for the awesome oscillator, you are going to be using the default setting. Alright, this is how the default setting looks like. So after that, you click on done. Then we have the relative strength index. Nextly, alright, we are adding another relative strength index. So you click on the main window plus icon again, you search for relative strength index. Alright, the same setting as the first one. Alright, that's what you do, the same setting as the first one, and then you click on done. Nextly, we have the MACD. Alright, so you are going to be clicking on the indicator in the 2 plus icon, you search for MACD. For the MACD, you use the same setting as the first one also. Right, so the same setting as the first one, you click on done. Then lastly, we have moving average. Right, so you click on the indicator in the 2 plus icon again, search for your moving average. The period is 3, shift is 2. All right, method is exponential, apply to its previous indicators data. The time frame is all time frame. The style, you make it color purple, 3 pixel for it, and you click on done. All right, so once you have set everything correctly as I've explained, you are going to have a screen like this. All right, so go test the strategy out, check it for yourself, and come back with your feedback. All right, I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Silver out.